What is real Donald Trump? Why was it banned? What is Twitter? Parler? What is real Donald Trump? Why was it banned? Donald Trump was permanently suspended by Twitter on January 8, 2021, due to the risk of further incitement of violence in USA. On January 6, 2021, 2 months after Trump's election loss, Twitter began measures to prevent retweeting or commenting on Trump's posts marked as disputed or controversial, following the storming of the United States Capitol. In addition, Facebook blocked and later banned Trump from all platforms indefinitely, at least until Trump's presidential term ends. Donald Trump's use of social media has attracted worldwide attention. He frequently used Twitter and other social media platforms to make comments about other politicians, celebrities, private citizens, and daily news. From his official declaration of candidacy in June 2015 through the first 2.5 years of his presidency, he tweeted over 17,000 times. Since early in his presidency, his tweets have been considered official statements made by the President of the United States. Trump often posted controversial and false statements on his Twitter account at RealDonaldTrump. An investigation by the New York Times published November 2, 2019, found that, during his time in office, Trump retweeted 217 accounts that have not been verified by Twitter, at least 145 of which have pushed conspiracy or fringe content, including more than 24 that have since been suspended by Twitter. On July 16, 2019, the House of Representatives voted to censure him for racist comments he had tweeted 2 days previously. 4 Republicans supported the measure, while 187 voted against it. His advisors have warned him that his tweets may alienate some of his supporters. In a June 2017 Fox News poll, 70% of respondents said Trump's tweets were hurting his agenda. In a January 2019 UMass Lowell poll, 68% of all respondents aged 18 to 37 said Trump tweets too much. As the sitting president, Trump's personal Twitter account enjoyed certain privileges and public interest protections against community moderation on Twitter. What is Twitter? Twitter is an American microblogging and social networking service on which users post and interact with messages known as tweets. Registered users can post, like and retweet tweets, but unregistered users can only read them. Users access Twitter through its website interface, through short message service, or its mobile device application software. Twitter Incorporated is based in San Francisco, California, and has more than 25 offices around the world. Tweets were originally restricted to 140 characters, but was doubled to 280 for non-CJK languages in November 2017. Audio and video tweets remain limited to 140 seconds for most accounts. Twitter was created by Jack Dorsey, Noah Glass, Biz Stone, and Evan Williams in March 2006 and launched in July of that year. By 2012, more than 100 million users posted 340 million tweets a day, and the service handled an average of 1.6 billion search queries per day. In 2013, it was one of the 10 most visited websites and has been described as the SMS of the Internet. As of 2018, Twitter had more than 321 million monthly active users. What is Parler? Parler is an American microblogging and social networking service launched in August 2018. Parler has a significant user base of Donald Trump supporters, conservatives, conspiracy theorists, and right-wing extremists. Posts on this service often contain far-right content, anti-Semitism, and conspiracy theories such as QAnon. Journalists have described Parler as an alternative to Twitter, and the service is used by people who have been banned from mainstream social networks or oppose their moderation policies. It was used to plan the 2021 storming of the United States Capitol. Parler markets itself as a free speech and unbiased alternative to mainstream social networks such as Twitter and Facebook. However, Journalists and users have criticized the service for content policies that are more restrictive than the company portrays and sometimes more restrictive than those of its competitors. Some left-wing users have been banned from Parler for challenging the prevailing viewpoints on the site, criticizing Parler, or creating parody accounts. Parler has not publicly disclosed the identities of its owners, besides founder John Matza. Rebecca Mercer, an investor known for her contributions to conservative individuals and organizations, has been described as an investor in and co-founder of the company, and conservative political commentator Dan Bongino has said he is an owner. As of November 2020, the service had about 4 million active users and over 10 million total users. Noting complaints that Parler was used to coordinate the 2021 storming of the United States Capitol, Apple informed Parler executives on January 8, 2021 that its mobile app would be removed from the App Store within 24 hours if Parler did not improve its moderation policy. Twitter rules. Twitter's purpose is to serve the public conversation. Violence, harassment, and other similar types of behavior discourage people from expressing themselves and ultimately diminish the value of global public conversation. Our rules are to ensure all people can participate in the public conversation freely and safely. Violence. You may not threaten violence against an individual or a group of people. We also prohibit the glorification of violence. Learn more about our violent threat and glorification of violence policies. Terrorism/violent extremism. You may not threaten or promote terrorism or violent extremism. Learn more. Hashtags RealDonaldTrump, Twitter, Parler. What is RealDonaldTrump? Why was it banned? What is Twitter? Parler?